In an era where everyone thinks their opinions are so damn important, I'm here to give you a little piece of my mind. Welcome to Unaffiliated the Podcast with your host, B. Seth. Let's go.
But
still fire.
Hey, so when I break down Donda versus Certified Lover Boy, I have to break into categories.
All right.
Because you brought up a lot of reasons in the group chat about why you think Certified Lover Boy is the clear winner.
Mm-hmm.
I disagree with you.
I'm sure you would.
And not only because it's Drake and it's Kanye, but because of the criterias I've put in place.
Break it down, sir.
So number one, first and foremost, what does this sound fuzzy? Does it sound fuzzy to you?
Nah, it sounds straight to me.
Okay, must just be the sound. So first and foremost for me, number one, production. That might be the term of the night. That's the word of the day. Production. Mm-hmm. If we're talking production, I think Certified Lover Boy might be Drake's best produced album ever. Production, music, arrangement, the niggas who are actually behind the scenes on the record.
Nah, because he had a couple different people on that one doing production.
Killing. This might be Drake's best production album. Like, it sounds like he's on another level now because it's all just put together.
So, because I feel like some of his other albums, but I guess every album should get better, so.
I'm just saying the whole package. Like,
yeah.
So for me, it was like, how much more can Drake level up, right? He whenever he releases, he's going to win the public opinion, right?
For sure.
So how can he improve? And what I noticed on this album was I think his team improved. Whoever is producing, whether it's 40 or whoever else is on there, they've evolved. So now that means Drake's career is even longer. It's forever. They can, whenever they can put something together, it will be magic, right?
Yeah.
And then you got Kanye West in the other corner, who is arguably one of the greatest producers of our generation.
Mm-hmm.
He beat him in the production area, of course, because he's Kanye West. So we're talking production. Kanye wins. Cool, whatever. Kanye's a producer.
But I guess, are you talking on just track for track? You think
musical arrangement? Kanye won.
But I think and I don't necessarily disagree, but I do definitely think he was going for a different sound.
For sure. It's two different genres, remember?
Yeah.
We're comparing two different genres, two different sounds. Apparently, Donda's supposed to be a gospel album, and Certified Lover Boy, rap, hip-hop, whatever.
Yeah.
Right? So...
especially...
So we're just talking quality at this point.
Yeah, because I think if you're... Hip-hop has a certain kind of sound to it. Now, and Drake's deviated from that a little bit, but It's still a hip-hop album, so it's still going to, just like the song we were talking about with 21, and different songs on there are still going to sound like hip-hop
It's not about that, because Hove has some of the greatest produced albums of all time, right? Mm-hmm. So it's not about just it being hip-hop. It's about what is the quality of the arrangement of the music.
True.
The beat, how y'all put it together, the fact that you did a verse, chorus, verse, or a verse, chorus, verse, however you
how it flows together.
The fact that you had a part one and a part two of a song, that shows that you put a lot of thought into the song.
Yeah.
So that's what I say when I say production. I'm talking about that.
I get what you're saying.
I think Kanye outdid Drake, but like for Drake, like I said, this is the best I've ever seen that done with him.
I got you. I can see what you're saying.
But I still have to give Kanye the point. Next, features.
Okay.
Well, you are actually argue that first point, or do you agree? My bad.
I don't know, man. Because it's like you're saying, Drake did good, but Kanye still outdid him, and that's I guess that's where I was getting at as far as just with them being in two different genres. I think that Kanye was able to, and that's not necessarily he was trying to do that, but he limited it to himself that I'm gonna try and do a little bit more and make it all flow together because I'm not. And I guess that's what I was saying with the hip hop joint, as far as just hip hop albums go a certain way or that sound a certain way versus gospel. You can make it, it's so many different things because they have gospel hip hop. They have, of course, just R&B gospel.
That's true.
It's so many different. It's so many different sounds. I guess you could play with.
But you could say the same about hip hop, especially in today's current state. There's so many different genres of hip hop today. It's crazy. Like you can have a nigga like Lil Uzi and a nigga like J. Cole be in the same generation and still have a fan base that's large. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I guess we were
Cole's
talking
is bigger, but
because I think we were talking like with Post Malone, like would he still be considered hip hop? So, I mean, I guess you can. Mm-hmm. It's just
because some of the Drake shit isn't traditional hip hop. Yeah, that's probably most of the purest hip hop people's complaint is that it's not very traditional.
True.
Right? So Drake is definitely across the spectrum as well, in the sense of he has a lot of things he can pull from to make a complete body of work, just like Kanye can, which you were saying. Yeah.
So I guess if you break it down like that, then and just like there's really no, because it's basically it's no guideline. It's just you create something, put it out, we listen to it, judge it. So on that spectrum, because Kanye did a little bit more and put it all together in a way where it flowed, I might go ahead and give it to you.
All right, so that's production. Features.
You just think I'm assuming that you saying Kanye had all the best features on his album.
They both damn near had the same fucking features. Pretty much, to be honest.
Both Jay-Z,
Lil Babies, Jay-Z, the Dirks, the Cuddies. Which surprised me on Drake's album actually. That Cudi got on there, but
hey man, they only have problems because of which pretty much anybody that Drake has problems with is because of Kanye West. Hate each other? I don't. Well, because he explained.
Because Drake is just confident and successful, and Kanye wants that spot, and Drake doesn't bow down to him. You think?
Because I think Kanye really did some kind of shady stuff, and then Drake said some stuff. And basically, they just had a whole back and forth. Like somebody did something like, I don't like that. I'm gonna get on track and talk about it, and then went back and forth and just kept escalating. I think, and then really nobody just sat down and was like, yo, this, because kind of like with Meek and Drake. It was getting to that point.
That
it's
shit
just
was some Twitter shit, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was because was it because they had a song together and Drake didn't promote it or something, and Meek got upset about it. But they had their little diss tracks and then they squashed it. But nobody ever squashed it with him and Kanye. Kanye doesn't seem like the one to be like, all right, let's come together.
But also,
Kanye's not doing that.
Push and Drake never squashed it either.
Oh, I don't think that's ever happened.
Because I think it's a little deeper with Kanye and Pusha T, or probably mostly Kanye and Drake, than it was with Drake and Meek. I think Meek just kind of caught a stray because he was talking shit.
Yeah, and then because who put out the first? Who said something first? Was it Drake? And then Meek said something.
Well,
I don't even remember who.
Yeah, I have no clue, but I know Meek got destroyed in that beef. Oh my god,
boy, that back-to-back joint. Yeah, that put him under.
He made a beef track. A diss track, beef track. He made a diss track, a commercial record.
That's
played
crazy.
In every club.
Had memes go, boy. That's why I'm riding with Drake, boy. Oh, what happened?
Well, hold on now. You can't. Hey, all right, hey.
But he took an L. He took an L with Pusha though. He took an L with Pusha.
Don't try to water it down.
He took an L with Pusha.
I will give you Meek Drake if you give me Pusha Drake.
I mean,
because Drake
got
Drake took a pretty big loss there. It wasn't a small loss. Because a nigga like Drake don't just lose. He has to lose.
And it's crazy though, because even with that, people really didn't give him as much flack for it. But
because he's Drake, they don't give his fans don't give a fuck about any of this shit. They just want to hear the next Drake record.
True enough,
that's it.
Indeed, but yeah, that Pusha one was tough. Because I think he just said too much real stuff. And what was it? Because Drake went on an interview and was like, I could have came out with something, but somebody told him to chill.
Cap.
I think it would have been hard for him to come back with anything to really get at Pusha like that. Like,
nigga, you had to take that
in
the tuck, nigga.
And it was
The
smart.
only
It was
other thing
smart.
you had was a fucking hit.
It was smart of him to go ahead and
You would have had to inflict physical harm on Pusha T at that
throw him
point.
this fisticuffs. You got to see.
Yeah,
the
nigga, there's nothing you can say on the record after that.
Yeah, he talked about your son and pulled out that picture. Like, man,
And
whoever
say-
he had working on his team pulling up stuff, boy, they were working overtime.
And they say your man's is sick. I'm like, damn, yeah, Push.
Right. Oh my goodness.
Why is Push
Yeah,
so heartless?
that's just dirty. What did he? I wish.
No,
I
Push.
can't-
Nah, see, Push is like a real battle rapper.
Oh, yeah.
That's the difference.
And that's why. That's the
Yeah.
only thing I feel like Drake. That's why when people talk about like him.
That's
being
why I don't
the
want to hear
greatest-
Drake on Gang Gang, even though
Oh come on.
21
That don't
ain't
got
no
nothing to
battle
do with it.
rapper, but still,
But I don't know. But
there's certain environments Drake shouldn't be rapping in.
I
I'm
don't
sorry,
know. But
I don't want to see Drake battle rap. To be honest.
But I don't know because we're stepping all over lines. But
Mm-hmm.
because would you consider? Because Jay-Z doesn't really battle rap either.
Well, he came up battle rapping, but
But as
we
far
don't
as
know
it's
him as
like,
a battle rapper.
yeah, and then like,
but Jay would get at somebody if it came down to it.
because what all beefs did he have? I know did he?
Nas, for
Yeah, I
sure,
remember
but he
Nas.
lost that.
And that's
Nas,
and-
Ether. But I actually had a debate about that recently. Some people think Takeover was better than Ether.
Right. People still talk about Ether to this day. Nobody's talking
Yeah, I
about
don't-
Takeover
like,
like that.
who is-
Unless you from New York. Nah.
You gotta be a Jay.
Well, they
like-
both from New York. Unless you just a Jay-Z fan from that area. Then, because, yeah.
No, Ether
people
is
still
different.
talk about Ether. like-
Ether's top 5
Yeah.
diss records of all time for sure.
so I
Maybe
guess
top 3.
I guess that's all I'm talking. Because Drake has, even though he didn't come up battle rapping, and he still got on. He got on Meek. He took an L with Pusha. Him and Kanye are still throwing subliminals back and forth. Like he showed that I will talk about you in my raps. If you come at me, I will talk about you. But he's not eviscerating people. But I don't know. He eviscerated Meek, but that was the easy. I wouldn't even.
It was
I don't
an
even know.
easy-
Because
it
even
was
because
easy
Meek,
'cause he-
because people looked at Meek like he was like Meek's gonna tear this man up, and he didn't do it.
This is the thing about battle rap a lot of times, right? Because if everybody in the ring is skilled, it comes down to who can separate themselves. And in battle rap, the thing that separates you most of the time is what personal information do I have about this person that I can say and put into a clever bar that's not only going to sound dope, but now it's going to make you look like a fucking clown.
Oh yeah, because I be watching those battle raps, boy.
The URL?
Somebody's gotta die.
Bruh.
They be talking about people's dead relatives
Bruh.
and junk. Boy, I give it to shout out to battle rappers because I'm not strong enough.
Self-control. A lot of self-control.
Like that dude, what was that viral video a long time ago where old buddy was talking about styling on him? Old buddy like
styling on No, that's old. That's
and that
super
wasn't
old
even
school.
that bad. Like he was just talking he was just mad because old buddy was killing him. He didn't even talk about nobody being dead or nothing like that. So I can only imagine you talking about my dead granny and like giving it to us or something like that. Like
Oh, that's crazy.
we got to throw hands. But getting back to how do we get on that from the Donda album? Oh, you said features. We were talking about
features. Okay, yeah, back to features. And shout outs to battle rap.
because we will get off on a tangent. So
Yeah, well, I'm sorry, everybody. Features. Donda had pretty close to the same exact people on it that maybe not. Maybe I'm exaggerating. I just saw
It was a
Dirk,
few.
Lil Baby,
Jay-Z, Kid Cudi.
Jay-Z. So I'm automatically like, all right, they pretty much everybody got all the hottest niggas out in Hove, basically.
Yeah.
Right? But one thing that I think separates Donda from Certified Lover Boy is I feel like when niggas wrote their verses for Donda, they wrote that verse like that was that verse that was gonna take them to the next level.
Yeah, like people. I want people to pay attention to my verse on
I
the song.
specifically put a lot of energy into this verse because I know that this nigga has created classics and this might be one. So if I'm on it, I need to make sure I am crystal clear. I'm clean. This is it. This is me. This is me put into one verse. I got that from Donda. I didn't get that from Drake shit. Now, don't get me wrong. Niggas was spitting. But you know the difference between a nigga spitting to send a message or to say this is me versus let me just
Trying
throw
to
some
sell my
cool
prowess.
shit. Let me throw some cool shit on the record that's gonna sound dope.
But do you think that's because Ye was going in a different direction than Drake?
I do think that is because of that, but I also think that's why his features were better because people have more of a clear direction, right?
Yeah.
Like, they were like, yo, I have to be at a certain level here. I can't bullshit. I can't give y'all no cookie cutter ass shit. I have to perform. And I think in turn it made the features better.
I mean, I guess, because I'm trying to think.
Dirk snapped on Kanye's album. Baby snapped on Kanye. Both the Baby and
he snapped
Lil
on
Baby.
both, because Baby snapped on both. But
Hove's verse was good on Donda. I think his verse on Donda was better than his verse on Drake shit.
But because we were talking about that earlier, like a little bit. I see your point a little bit.
Hey man,
a little bit.
I'm just telling you what I'm seeing, man.
A little bit, man. But I think that's too.
But that all comes down to, I think there was artistically, and this is probably the general of what I'm trying to say this whole episode. Probably artistically, there's always going to be more weight on Kanye West than Drake.
Yeah.
Be sure to follow Unaffiliated the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and now on YouTube.